Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the lovely Karina here in Bogota, Colombia, with you guys on your YouTube channel, which we are producing for you guys to help you through this K1 visa process. And we know you are frustrated and you're tired of waiting and you're waiting, and we know you're tired of waiting for your K1 visa. And we have got some good news for you regarding embassy processing times, so come on along and listen up. Okay, so you're waiting for your K1 visa, or let's suppose you've got your NOA-2 letter. You got your NOA-1 letter in a week or two, then you got your NOA-2 letter in 13 to 15 months, and now you're documentally qualified, and now the National Visa Center has told you that your visa package is now at the embassy in your beneficiary's country. Well, I've been tracking the time frames at embassies, okay, and the Department of State, the State Department, they're the folks that control your visa, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary. They have said that they have successfully lowered the visa interview wait times at U.S. embassies all around the world. Okay? So that's good news. Now listen up with more information. The State Department has doubled the hiring of U.S. Foreign Service personnel, i.e. consular officers, i.e. the person that sits in front of your beneficiary and asks him or her a bunch of questions so that you can get your K1 visa successfully processed. Now, starting in 2023, which is a few weeks away, okay, which is the end of next month. We're in November, we're at the end of November, we're heading into December, okay. At the end of 2022, U.S. embassies have reached visa processing times at embassies which at pre-pandemic or pre-COVID levels, which is good, okay. So we're now getting into the window of time where the embassies are processing visas rapidly, the same as they were before this COVID-19 hit us. So that's good news. Now, the COVID-19 pandemic was global, and it forced massive reductions in the State Department's visa processing times, at the capacity. You know, it made it pretty much impossible to get a visa process during the height of COVID. There were restrictions on travel. You couldn't fly to the United States. You could from different countries. So if you can't fly to the United States, then why have visa processing, right? So the embassies got backlogged, and people kept on filing K1 visas, and they kept stacking up and stacking up and stacking up at the service centers around the United States, and the National Visa Center kept receiving approved visas, but they put them on shelves because they couldn't get an embassy to process the visa, okay? So these global restrictions reduced also the number of people who could actually sit and wait for a visa in an embassy waiting room, because you stay 6 feet apart, right? 6 feet apart. Okay. So it all caused these problems. This created restrictions in the number of visa applications that the State Department could process. Now, there was a drop in revenue also because of a drop in receipt visa applications. And remember, the visa fee for a K1 visa as of November 2022 is $535, okay? And we made a video about how much it costs and how to fill out the check and all that other stuff. Okay, now that COVID-19 restrictions have been lifted globally at embassies, okay, everybody's back in business. They're working weekends. They're working late into the night for you guys, okay, which is good news if you are now documentarily qualified for a K1 visa interview. If you're documentarily qualified and the MVC has mailed your package off to an embassy someplace around the world, to our friends in the Philippines, Nigeria, Jamaica, Colombia, wherever you guys are, the embassies are open, okay? 96%, okay, I repeat, 96% of U.S. embassies and consulates are now interviewing visa applicants as per State Department. As per the State Department. That's good. Even more good news is that K1 visas and CR1 visas are being processed at 130%. So embassies are working overtime and on weekends to catch up and get visas put into you, Mr. and Miss Beneficiary's passport, so you can get on a plane, fly to the United States and get married to your sponsor, to your loved one. In the past 12 months through September, now remember the U.S. government immigration runs on a fiscal year, not a calendar year. So they go October 1 through September 30th. So as of September 30th of 2022, a couple of months ago, 8 million non-immigrant visas had been processed. Now a K1 visa is technically a non-immigrant visa, but it's treated as an immigrant visa. So visa backlogs are getting significantly reduced around the world. And now we're in a new fiscal year. October 1st of 2022, we started fiscal year 2023. So now we're in fiscal year 2023. October 1 is when it started. Globally, U.S. embassies around the world have reduced the backlogs of visas, face-to-face interviews by 25%. Now 25% may not sound like a lot. It's about 135,000 people. But what's that? That's what, 3 football stadiums full of people? And that was from its peak back in July of 2021. The State Department have noted that they have eliminated a backlog of visas for another 22,000 applicants in El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. So if you live in any one of those countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, those visa backlogs they're all done. So now there shouldn't be any reason why you can't get face-to-face with an immigration officer and get your visa. So ladies and gentlemen, good news. It's Diego and Karina. We're here in Bogota, Colombia, waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated. It went to the service center in California, and we have commenced tomorrow. We start month 8, ocho. So we're probably about halfway to getting our NOA2 letter. Now, Karina, she never ages. She stays young and beautiful forever and ever and ever. But I'm getting old. I'm getting stressed out over this visa. No, I'm not getting stressed out. But what do you think? Maybe I should change my hair. Maybe I'm going to go brown. What do you think? Go blonde or brown? I want to have Karina color my hair because this is old man look right here. And really, I'm not. I'm pretty young and healthy. I'm strong. And we're here for you guys. We're going to get you through this visa process. This channel is for you guys. The embassies are now working at full capacity, except there's a few. 96% of embassies are at full capacity. There's a few, like in Mexico, it's running a little slow. But hang in there, guys, from Mexico. You will get your visa. Thanks for watching the videos. We're going to get you through this process. Karina and I, we're getting ready for Christmas, and we will see you guys in Colombia, and hopefully soon in the United States.